G'day everyone, welcome to Matthew Scar Models, and this is another sort of box review of the next build that I'm going to do for the channel, which is the 148 scale Monogram A1H Skyraider. This is an old kit that was picked up from a swap meet, club meet. This is an original issue 1980 kit. It has had some Ordnance taken from the kit and replaced, as well as some Decals, which didn't bother me because the Decal version left is the one for this on the box lid, which is the VA176 USS Intrepid, the Navy version. I've always wanted this kit since I was a kid. Building models, you see these in the little cards that come with it, the Skyraider, and the Spad's always been an interesting kit that I've liked. I do like the old Monogram models for what they are. They're still a very nice kit. A lot more affordable, as in $8 for this one, compared with the price of a new Tamiya. But the Tamiya kit is probably far more superior. But this kit will do me right down to the T. Just going back for a bit of nostalgia. So, without rambling on too much, this is the box lid. The kit is down in the box on the floor there, but just to show you that what it used to look like when you were a kid looking at these in the hobby store. And I really did used to always wanted one of these Monogram Skyraiders, but it was well out of the pocket money range at the time. So the kit itself is moulded in grey, and from memory, it doesn't tell me the parts count. I'm not too sure how many parts this has, but this is how the kit was got. These what's missing in the kit. I've got enough to build one version. The thing I like about these Monogram instruction sheets from years ago is when you read this little bit of information, it just gets the imagination running, and says famed as the United States Navy's last propeller-driven attack aircraft, the ungainly Douglas Skyraiders served operationally for more than 20 years. Although they were recognised primarily as an attack aircraft, variants of the Skyraider appeared as early warning pickets, night attack aircraft, anti-submarine warfare planes. More than 3,100 Skyraiders were constructed over a span of 12 years. The Skyraiders first saw combat in the war-torn skies over Korea, but they achieved aviation history long after most military strategists considered them to be obsolete. The rugged fighting in Southeast Asia in the 60s proved combat conditions ideally suited to the Skyraiders' performance. Their slow cruising speed and incredible payload capability enabled the Navy and Marine pilots to support friendly forces with pinpoint accuracy. Agile Skyraiders attacked and destroyed two MiG-17s in 1965 to achieve what was considered to be an impossible feat. The versatility of the Skyraiders was recognised by the US Air Force, and overhauled Skyraiders eventually served with the US and South Vietnamese Air Forces. With the inevitable passage of time, the Skyraiders replaced more advanced Grumman intruders, or Grumman if you want to call them that, but they left their mark in the annals of military history. So there's a little bit of 2 minutes that you'll never get back. But yeah, that's good. Once again, very clear, concise instruction sheet. Won't fit it all in the camera. Everything is paint call-outs are all called out with letters, probably in their testers range or whatever they had back then. But it's basically very, very easy construction work. And I think the level of detail is really, really good for an old kit. And I think that with a bit of careful construction, painting and some weathering and washes, the kit should come out quite nice. So there's 18 steps. We've got an option for the canopy to be open. We've got different ordnance loads here which we can put together. Gives you a different big heap of different ordnance loads. Everything should look good. The aircraft itself that I'm going to build is going to just be in the light grey and white. I'm pretty sure they're the federal standard numbers there, but I'm pretty sure these are missing because they're from here, but we should be able to load her up with some sort of ordnance out of the spares box with a bit of luck. Running through the parts of the kit. Now please bear the rattle here because, as I said, this kit's been out of the box before. So we've got the fuselage halves. Whoops, daisy. Up the camera. A little bit of detail inside the cockpit there. Nothing else. But that detail should come through nice. Pretty sure they're still zinc matte green, the interior colour. So once we do the same thing, or once I do the same thing with the washers like I did on my P40, hopefully it'll bring those out. Even though once the halves are closed up, you're going to be very pressed to see anything in the kit anyway. A quick dry fit there shows everything, no warps or buckles. A little bit of misalignment here down the tail section, but a little work probably has to be done there, but nothing that's going to be hard work. Raised panel lines, so it should look good. A little bit of construction has been started here, so I'll carefully remove those and clean them up and put them back together again. I think they should come off alright. Yeah, look, they're pretty loose, but some nice detail underneath here with some raised rivets, raised panel lines, which hopefully that wash that I use on the P40 is the ultimate clay wash, and should be able to pick those up pretty good. So that's the wing section. No warps, anything like that. Being an early kit, I'm hoping that it's in its early stages, so the moulds will still be in good condition. We have got another sprue here which contains tail wheel, landing gear, oops, the daisy bumped it again, parts of the rocket pods, undercarriage, the wheel hubs which look nice, that will definitely accept the wash pretty well. Landing gear here has the moulded in, which do work well, the hydraulic lines. Tail wheel looks good, hardly any flash on these parts at all, so they look quite good. The engine cowling, this has been rattled around the box, so there is a little bit of damage here where they've broken off, but nothing we can't, well, I can't clean up. Another piece there, little tiny bit of flash, but not a real lot. The rear half of the wheels and a couple of one pylon. The wheels have some detail on the back of them for the hub and brake, which is quite nice and should accept the wash pretty well. We've got one wing half here with the fold in it, but these can't be folded. I think you can fold them actually if you do carefully remove them. There might be a fold option for that, so we'll have a look. A little bit of gunk and goo on here, so they have to be cleaned up, but no flash, no sink marks or anything. Yeah, there's some wing fold internal wings parts there, and it's quite nice, little nameplate, A1 Skyraider. The other wing half there, which we will try a fit on the other bottom half of the wing. The this looks like some intakes. Yes, it is. Some intakes on the top. They look good. Some sort of dirty great big drop tank. Right out of this kit. Someone has glued the seating, or is it all moulded together? I think it's all done, but that's the cockpit tub. So it's got some nice detail, the seat cushions, some harnesses tucked in there. Don't think I'll replace those. I reckon they will paint up alright. And then another little Ziploc bag here. We've got the clear. So looks like most of the stuff was packaged okay. So the clear is alright, but a little bit dirty, a bit scratched up, so it'll need a polish. Gun sight's still on there. The front screen is the same, quite thin actually. The clear is quite thin on this, which is pretty good. It'll look good with the canopy open. We've got. I've kept these in the bag. Whoever had this kit before, who sold it second hand, has made sure most of the loose parts have been bagged. And guess what? When you go to open something, you can't. So a couple of loose parts there, all being bagged up nicely. We've got the propeller. We've got the engine, which is only one piece with a crankcase and everything like that, but I think once it's painted up and it actually sits inside of here. So let me just try this for you. See, nothing works on camera, that should just fell in. But to give you some sort of idea, I think once that's washed, painted and everything, it'll look okay in there. So I'm not terribly fussed about that. The propeller has some raised lines here on the tips where the two colour red and white warning stripes are. Nice bit of hub detail, tiny little bit of flash, but very, very good. The instrument panel, and I don't know if you're able to see that, but that's got some nice detail in it. Should be able to pick that out like the P40. Hub for the propeller. And just some other small little parts there. So I'll put those back in there. Put those back in there. Put that down there. So, while that wing section is off, move these clear parts over here. While this wing section is off, we might have a look what sort of fit they have. And not too bad. Trail and edges are alright. A little bit funny here. I'll have to have a look into that. That shouldn't be a big gap there. There should be. Yeah. We'll have to have a look into that. I don't know whether those are supposed to be like that or not with a gap there. But inside the wheel well, you've got a little bit of ribbing detail, some rivet detail, and some hydraulic lines running across, which should accept the wash very well, because I'm positive they're white on the inside of those. So it'll look quite nice. And we'll have a look at the decals. As I said, the South Vietnamese decals have been taken out of this, but the Monogram decals look okay. A little bit of yellowing going on in the stars and stripes, but that might pay in for the weathering side of things. But I think once I put a piece of the micro decal film over these, which I can show you if you need to know. I put it on a lot of these older ones, but we've got the little tabs, the removable flight tabs there. I think these decals will come up alright. I'll do a test one on a little bit or something. Just cut this bottom Skyraider piece out there, test it in some water and see if it flies apart to 1,000 pieces, and then we know that we're going to be in some strife for decals. But anyway, videos number 1 for this one, we'll get some of the basic construction done, the cockpit and a few of the other sub-assemblies, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible on the video. We should have the P40 finished by Wednesday, with a bit of luck. So until next time, I should have video number 1 on this by Thursday or Friday. So stay tuned for that. So thanks everyone for watching. Take care, model hard. And you can remember, with a little bit of effort, you can get a good result from an old model kit. Cheers.